Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fasting Pharmacist Weight Loss Journey, formerly known as Julie's Weight Loss Journey. I am going to let you know exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to do an inspirational quote. We'll talk about my steps, food intake, and exercise from yesterday. Talk about how long I fasted. Talk about the numbers. Talk about my new giveaway. Talk about the Healthy Wage Challenge. And of course, a public service announcement from your pharmacist. Let's begin. So, if any of you are new, I am on a journey to lose 100 pounds, and I've entered the Healthy Wage Challenge online contest, where you basically pick a dollar amount that you want to bet on yourself. You're only competing against yourself. Nobody else can beat you. You just make a promise. You make a pledge, you pick a dollar amount, you pick an amount of time, you pick the number of pounds you want to lose, and you decide all of this. And then you bet, and then you get back this huge return on your investment. So not only do you lose the weight, you have this incentive that you want your money back that you're putting in on your bet. And then you get a nice return. So if all goes well, when I get to my goal of 50 pounds down of 6 months, I will be getting a check for $2,800. And if you get people to click your link, they get $40 for their contest, and I get $40, and now they boosted it to me getting $100. So once you guys get into it, you're gonna get $100, and they're gonna get $40. It's just like win-win, and you're gonna get your goal weight by summer, which is bathing suit weather. Back to our inspirational quote. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a pharmacist. If you don't know what pharmacists do, they basically are responsible for prescription medications getting to the right patient, starting with the doctor's order through the whole process to the end. There's a lot more to it than it looks. And we have to go to, right now, I think it's a 7 or 6 year program. And you basically are taking much of what medical doctors are taking in the States, biochemistry, chemistry, biology, physio, anatomy, basically anything an MD takes. But then they specialize in diagnosis and treatment. We specialize in pharmacology, so we're a good partnership for each other. They have like 6 months of pharmacology, we have like 4 years of pharmacology, so we're a good complement to each other. Hippocrates was the father of modern medicine, and this is the quote today. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. And let's read this again and really think about this. Hippocrates, healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. Hippocrates said this so long ago, but it's absolutely true today. It couldn't be more true. Have you ever known anyone that got in some kind of horrible situation? They had a massive heart attack, they had a stroke, they had a car accident, they had some huge scare where they had to heal, and then they completely turned their life around, and when they healed, it was like this opportunity came for them to just improve their life, and everything got better. So that's such a great quote. So let's talk about my steps, intake, and exercise for yesterday. My fasting was going great until I went to my second job of the day. I went to one job and then the other. Somebody at my special needs job offered me a cupcake, and the lady's mother was visiting, and she said, "Oh, please have a cupcake, but eat it right away. You can't take it upstairs because somebody will see it." And so I ate it. I thought I was being polite. I felt guilty, whatever, and it looked good. After I ate it, I thought, you idiot, and it doesn't even taste that good. So there's emotions and guilt to eating and social niceties, and I was working, and this person's mom is always kind of not very nice to me, and she was being very sweet, and I want her to trust me. I take care of her daughter, and I just felt like being polite. And after I ate it, I was like, no biggie, but it wasn't that good tasting. So whatever, life goes on. All right, next we're going to talk about my Fitbit steps from yesterday. 5,884. This last few days have not been good for exercise. I could have done better. This week's going to be a whole new ball game. And today I'm at 5,398 from this morning's workout, which at the end of this video I'm going to include footage and a voiceover about what I did on today's workout. And after I record this video, I'm going to go hiking, which basically is walking, but I'm going to do it because I love it, and I can go slow and still lose weight and just enjoy all the sights and sounds and scenes of nature, and I'm pretty excited. How long I fasted? Yesterday, about 16 hours. The numbers. So we talked about my Fitbit steps. And my sister is going to start tracking her steps. I gave her my son's VivoFit by Garmin, and we're going to start recording her numbers. She's starting to send them to me. I'm behind on getting organized and getting the chart made, but I will get there eventually. So stay tuned. It's something that I want to remind you guys. Can you find somebody in your life to talk about steps with? We're all getting these pedometers and Fitbits and all these things and have so much technology at our hands. Could you find somebody, even on the Fitbit site, you can find a stranger, or on Facebook or someone, put a post out there and say, hey guys, I'm trying to track my Fitbit steps. I need a buddy. And then share the numbers, share the steps, and be like, what'd you do today? What'd you do today? One time I was in a bet with a person for $1 a day on Fitbits. And it got competitive, and it was only $1, but Bill and I really were like cutthroat in a weight loss contest, and we also had a side bet on the Fitbit. It was fun, and I'm telling you, I have never, ever had days where I've gotten 22,000 steps over $1. Like, it was like 9 miles of walking. It was nuts, and he was doing like 2.5 hours to beat me for $1. It was so fun. I highly encourage you to get somebody you know, your husband, your spouse, your parents, your children, your coworkers, a stranger. Get somebody to do Fitbit contests with you. It's fun. All right, my weight chart this morning, 212, same weight as yesterday as I expected because I had my cupcake. I didn't exercise that hard, and I didn't fast very long, so maintain. Tracking my subscribers, as of this morning, I'm at 158 subscribers. I was at 156 yesterday. I think I got one and went down because I just checked and it was 157. So thank you to everyone who's subscribing, because if I can just help one person with my messages of anything, just to give somebody hope who's given up, just keep going. And for those of you who are new, I started this at 244 pounds. I'm down to 212. I've lost 32 pounds. How am I doing it? The snake diet, which is prolonged fasting. It's created by Cole Robinson from Canada. He's all over YouTube. If you're interested, check it out, but just take it with a grain of salt. It's not for lukewarm people, as Lawrence Malchev says. It is for people that can handle swearing. If you can't handle swearing, don't look at his videos. He swears. But he's doing it to trigger people and be that military drill sergeant and make you angry and make you want to change. And God bless him for trying to motivate people that are killing themselves with their health. So the snake diet basically is fasting, and then you do a refeed, and you take electrolyte solutions so you don't get sick, so you don't faint, so you don't throw up or have headaches. It is amazing. It's something that can help you beat food addiction, which is a real thing. Sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. They've proven it, cocaine and heroin. Sugar is a real problem, and I will do a whole video and a whole different day about that. So we've talked about the numbers. Now let's go to my new giveaway. So lately I run into a lot of people, especially male type people, that love to make poop jokes. So I just thought about this, and I've got some kind of sentimental attachment to the Pez and Pez dispensers. I found a poop emoji candy and Pez dispenser. So that is today's giveaway. Now, if you're diabetic or you're on a no sugar diet and you're fasting, I'm going to mail these to you as your giveaway, but you're going to give them to someone else. Maybe give them to your pharmacist. Maybe give them to your favorite lady at the grocery store. Give it to your bank teller. Just do a random act of kindness and surprise somebody and give them this. Your child's teacher. Don't give it to your kid if they're not supposed to have it. Just find somebody to give it to, and it's just funny and it's light and it's fun. If you're not supposed to eat it, don't eat it, but give it away, and the gift of giving is more of a gift in itself. So yesterday I touched upon reducing the use of plastics, and I hope everybody can think about what they can do to help our environment. And at the end of each video, I'm trying to do a public service announcement. But the biggest one I'm going to harp on today is everything that you do, or that I do, influences somebody else. And I don't just mean on YouTube or you telling somebody something. Just your behavior. Everything you do affects other people. And your health affects other people. You being at a healthy body weight is going to give you a better performance at your job. If you're managing people, you're going to manage them better. Your boss is going to manage you better. Your boss is going to notice your improvement of your job performance. It's job security. You're going to do better mentally and physically at your job through having a healthy weight loss and exercise. You're going to be a better parent. You're going to be a better child, a better friend, and a better sibling, a better neighbor. If you have more energy and you feel good and you're taking care of your health, it will affect many, many people around you. And you're also costing less money into the insurance system that we are all paying into. Every time people don't take care of themselves and it costs thousands or millions of dollars, every one of us pays for that. The cost goes up. And some of these diseases, almost all of them, are preventable, especially type 2 diabetes. You can reverse it and cure it. I will do another video on type 2 diabetes, but that is a multi-billion-dollar industry that we can reverse and fix that through weight loss, fasting. It's totally controllable. It's just you've got to figure out how. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. And just in case you needed this today, I love you. Hey everybody, just going to talk a little bit about my exercise today, and this is not all I'm doing, but I'm doing a little damage control and having some sugar and some carbs and not fasting quite long enough this week because I've got to lose 30 pounds by the next 4 or 5 months, which some people think, oh, that's not going to be that bad, For me, it could be, because as I approach my goal weight, it could be harder, and that's, on average, if I really split that up, that's like a pound a week. And I've been on Weight Watchers before. I didn't lose a pound a week, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to talk to you today about this workout. So I'm doing multiple camera angles, and I'm recording myself, and this is good for my progress. They say take progress photos, see where you came, watch your muscle development, watch your fat rolls, and I cringe watching this because I just hate seeing all the big bumps and lumps and fat rolls and guts and jiggling, and it's just so gross and embarrassing to me. But you know what? It's part of my process. It's part of my journey. And I was 32 pounds heavier. And I don't think I took that many. I didn't take any videos much at 32 pounds heavier because I wasn't exercising. I did take photos. I do have a photo. I had to do it for the Snake Diet weight loss accountability post, which was the most humiliating thing I've ever done in my life. But to do it, to be in that group, it's a private group on Facebook, to be in there, you have to do an accountability post. You have to send in photos. Oh, this is me on the phone right now doing some voice memos with another person that's on the same exact journey as me with doing a cut through the Snake Diet. And we were trying to go back and forth through voice memos, and we were both trying to exercise at the same time. So I decided to just keep walking around as I was on the phone there. Kind of made the time go faster. This is me lifting a couple barbells. It's about like 6 or 7 pounds. Not much, but because I'm out of shape, I was really feeling it. I really like that kickboxing thing. 10 years ago, I did a personal trainer. It literally made my weight fall off so fast. It was like the hardest exercise I've ever done, because you take your foot and you try to kick, like you pick the number 2. There I picked a number 7, and I did like 8 or 10 of those. Then I switch to the other leg and do the other side and do 10 of those, and do high intensity interval training, which means you get your heart rate up and then you let it come way down, which is great because it's so easy. You just like do whatever. So when I'm really having a high heart rate, I just slowed down and did some barbells. And then I went back and did back to the kicking and back to the punching. As I'm doing that kickboxing, it may look super easy on this video, but I was just literally like so out of breath and hurting. And then I was just trying to incorporate some squats. I'm terrible at squats, but here I am trying to do a squat. I was losing my balance. I don't know if you can see my face, but I'm just cringing with pain. That looks easy, but because I am so heavy and weak, like that was really hard for me to do. But you know what? In 3 months, I'm going to look back and say, oh wow, look 20 pounds ago at how hard it was for me to squat, The weightlifting thing for me, I'm watching a lot of videos. I am on a fitness Facebook page called the Rebels of Fitness, and I've made a lot of great friends. My face here is just cringing and burning. Ouch. It was hurting. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. And these are not heavy weights, but I'm doing a lot of reps. And then I took my barbells and I was trying to punch with them. I'm just doing whatever I can to burn calories. And then when I'm dying, I switch it to something else. And I don't mean to be dramatic by saying dying, but right here, I literally was so out of breath. Then I'm trying to cool my heart rate down. High intensity interval training means you have highs and low. Get your heart rate back down. Lift your barbells. I'm catching my breath. I'm slowing down here. Then I'm going to go back and do something that's really difficult. Like I was really panting here, out of breath. So then I started doing some lunges. I need to, I've gone to personal trainers before. I have battled obesity for 46 years minus 9. I think I was 4th grade when my first diet was put upon me by my mother. And the pediatrician was giving her a hard time saying, who's letting the food into the house? Who's doing this to this child? This is child abuse, So she felt guilty. She was a real fatty growing up, and she had a problem with obesity. She went through the hell of being obese and went through the hell of trying to be on Weight Watchers and Jazzercise. And she always was trying to lose weight herself. It was always an issue. It was just genetic. My grandfather, my mom's father, died at age 57 of type 2 diabetes because he was obese and he refused to fix it. And he was a dentist and he just dropped dead one day. He was seeing a patient. He just keeled over and that was it. Game over. My mom was really, really upset. She was only 19 and she said to me, he knew he was obese. He knew he was eating sugar and drinking alcohol and being sedentary and probably having occasional cigars, I'm guessing, with the boys at poker night. I can't even imagine what, but he said, screw the doctors, I want my chocolate malt. And he was a doctor of dentistry. He was a dentist. And it somehow kind of inspired me subconsciously to want to be in the healthcare field because I never had a grandparent experience. Of 4 grandparents, I never had a relationship with grandparents. And partially because of the way they prioritize their life and their prioritization of their life with relationships with their grandchildren was horrible. And they also didn't take care of their health. And I just don't want it to be like that. I want that cycle to stop. I want to be a good parent and a good grandparent. And I don't want to just be sick and unhealthy and give up and just say, well, I'm just going to get bigger and bigger every year until I die and that's it. I really want to fix this, turn this around, and be a great example for my kids, which will spill over into their kids and then their kids and then their kids, because our behavior is such a great influence on people. These squats have a lot to be desired, but one day it will be easier and it will be better. But I'm glad, as hard as this is for me to watch this video, I'm glad I took it because I just need to see the horrific form and views. It's the only way I'm going to get better. And I've had some people say, hey, you're punching, you're doing a bad job at your punching bag and all this. It'll get better. I'll figure it out. I really will. And, I'm keeping a positive mental attitude. And I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. And after I do this, I'm going to actually go hiking. But I'm just going to do a leisurely nice hike and get my steps in and just enjoy my day off until the next thing. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day. Take care.